All right, everybody feel like dancing now? Sorry if you heard me singing on the other end. I can't help it. I'm not a singer. I was a band person along with Nicole. We grew up together all through high school and band together. So it's a good thing I didn't sing because they probably would have kicked me out for that. I am super excited, you guys, to be on here with everybody tonight and just share a little bit about what coaching's all about, what it's meant to me. Nicole is a coach on our team as well, and she's going to be sharing her story, and we hope to just be completely transparent and answer any question that you have tonight. So at the end, you guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. There are no dumb questions. I had a million questions when I first started as a coach, and I know even now I still have questions sometimes. So it's okay. That's how you learn. So don't be afraid to just speak up. We will be glad to answer anything. And really, we just want to share what our story is, how we got to where we are now, what we love about coaching, the ins and outs, and go through some of those common fears that I know so many of us have as we are looking into doing something new or thinking about coming on to a team and joining the coaching opportunity. So I'm going to start by just, I'm going to bring up share screen here because we have some slides. I'm like a visual learner, and I know it helps me to be able to see some things as I'm listening. So just tell me, can you guys see this all right? I guess you're muted.
Yes.
Okay, cool, good. I'm gonna bring it up one more time. All right, awesome. So I am, my name's Kristen Sharp, and I started coaching just over 3 years ago. And I am a 5-star Diamond Elite coach, and the name of my team is Dream Big. And Dream Big is made up of lots of other teams, like Nicole's going to speak tonight, and she is from Team Genuine. And there's many other teams within Dream Big, which is really, really awesome to see how much it's grown over the last few years. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my background, how I got started as a coach, and some of my fears that went along with that, and how I overcame some of that. But, you know, before I was a coach, I was a elementary school teacher, and I was a high school guidance counselor. So my background was not in sales or marketing or anything like that. I mean, I liked working with people, obviously, as a teacher and a counselor. So that was something I enjoyed doing, but I wasn't, you know, not a personal trainer or anything like that. I enjoyed working out, especially the older I got through college and everything. I started to pick up more on working out and learning how to eat healthier. But, you know, I was just working on my own journey. I'm also a mom. I have 3 little girls. They are 5.5, 3.5, and 9 months old. You can see them in that picture there. So they keep me very, very, very busy. And so when I first was approached about the coaching opportunity, it was back when we were stationed in Japan. And I remember my friend had joined as a coach. I'm a military wife. That's why we were in Japan. But she had mentioned the coaching opportunity to me and was just telling me about how she was getting started. And I was like, I have never even heard of that. Sounds awesome, but didn't really think it was for me at the time because I really just didn't know much about it. And then we moved back to the States. And our budget was much tighter. I was no longer teaching anymore. I was pregnant with my second baby. And I can remember waking up at night and really stressing over, you know, wanting more for my family. I wanted to be able to take family vacations and create those memories with my kids and be able to travel home to Texas and see my family from time to time and not stress over going in debt to do it. How are we going to afford college and, you know, putting them in dance, all those things that come along with a growing family. And it really stressed me out. And I knew I just wanted to do something different, but I had no clue what that was. And that's when my friend approached me again, you know, about the coaching opportunity. And I decided to look at it further. And she invited me to start with a P90X challenge group. This was right after I had my second baby. And there's my transformation photo a few probably like a month after I had my second baby. And then that's my results pictures 3 months later with P90X and Shakeology. And so I started as a coach so that I could save some money as well, and signed up and started doing P90X in a challenge group. And I absolutely loved that whole experience as I went through the challenge group. And, you know, the days that I did not feel like pushing play because I was tired and, you know, up all night with the baby, I would see the other people in the group doing it and thought, you know what, they're doing it. It would motivate me to get in there and do it too. So it wasn't always easy. You know, I was having to push pause quite a bit, especially P90X is a long workout if you've ever done it. But every day I'd go out to my garage and I'd do it. And I made it through it. And I was extremely excited about the results that I got from doing P90X. And I just started sharing my journey with other people. And my first challengers who I started working with were some of my closest friends. And they're now coaches on my team as well. And they're spreading the love and the passion that they got from being a part of a challenge group with me. So that's really where it all began for me, is, you know, starting this, just working at it a little bit at a time. You know, I had 2 kids. So I didn't have a lot of time to put into the business. I still have three kids now. So, you know, I have to manage my time. But when I first started, it was like 30 minutes a day. And my vision in the beginning for this was, you know what, if we could make just like an extra $100 or $200 a month, that would be super helpful for our family. Maybe I could go on a date night from time to time and not have to worry about it, or not feel guilty buying a shirt at Target or whatever. And never did I ever think that it would grow into something, you know, replacing my teaching income. Now it's gone to a 6-figure income in 3 years. So just starting with putting in, you know, 30 minutes a day, you know, fitting it in the mom cracks, you know, a little bit in the morning, a little bit at nap time, maybe a little bit before bed, wherever I could. And then it just grew. And not even just the financial part, you know, it gave me something bigger to be a part of, something to call my own. As a military spouse and a mom, you know, constantly moving around, it got to where sometimes I felt like I was losing who I was, you know, and just being, you know, your husband's wife, you know, he's the pilot, and you even use your husband's social security number for everything you do. Like, there's no identity. If you're a military wife, you know what I mean. But I just wanted something to call my own. And so this has given me that outlet. It's given me that sense of community and the family feel. I mean, I really feel like that my team is like my family, and my closest friends have come out of being a part of this team. So it's been a way for me to dream again as well, and given me a way to help other people be able to dream again. And it sounds cheesy, but sometimes, you know, I consider myself, and other coaches on the team too will say, we're hope givers, because that's really what it's about, is you're giving people their hope back. And I know that sometimes in life we start to think like, oh, you know, things just are the way they are. We end up accepting things as it is what it is. And I want you guys to know that it doesn't have to be that way. So when you leave this call tonight, you know, whether you decide coaching is for you or not, I want you guys to remember that you don't have to accept life the way it is, that you are put here for a reason. You were invited to be a part of this webinar for a reason, because someone saw something in you. And you are allowed to dream and go after your dreams in life. So it's really cool that this business has allowed me to be able to do just like that for my own family, and I'm getting to pass that on to others as well. And I truly believe that all it takes to be a great coach is to have a great attitude, to be determined, a little bit of a no excuses type attitude, and to just have the ability to have this vision that you can have something greater than what you have right now. And so, you know, like I said earlier, you know, I started this with just, you know, putting in 30 minutes a day, you guys, and anybody can do this business. And I want, you know, now that I've been working at this for 3 years, I'm my own boss. I can take off and go to the zoo whenever I want to. I can, go on vacations whenever I want to go on a vacation. I don't have to answer to anybody anymore. I love the flexibility that it's given me, especially as a mom, that I can drop everything and be there for my kids at their school, or take them to the park whenever I want. And, some coaches on our team work full-time jobs, and then they also are coaching on the side. And so they've been able to, gain an extra income just from putting in a few minutes a day consistently over time. And some have even been able to leave their full-time jobs and come home to coach full-time. So Nicole, I'm going to pass this on to you. Are you able to unmute? I'm going to let Nicole share her story. Let me see. Do I need to unmute you? There we go. All right.
Okay. I was like, I can't unmute myself. Can you please unmute me?
And you can't tell me you can't unmute yourself because you're muted.
Like hand signals. We need hand signals.
And I can't.
Good evening, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We're going to try and keep this short and sweet for you, and also try to just give you some information that I know Kristen and I both had when we signed up. So, to introduce myself, I'm Nicole Grafton. I am the founder of Team Genuine and a Diamond Beachbody coach. But honestly, that comes behind everything that you see on the screen. Well, you saw on the screen in front of you. I am a mom of one and almost two. I'm due any day now. So if this baby boy would just come out, I think I'd feel a lot better. I've been married for a decade, and we have two awesome little puppies. But as anybody will tell you, I always put everybody else before me. And I think that's normal for us. I was a teacher in Texas. I have 2 music degrees, and I was working 80 to 100 hours a week before I got pregnant with my first son. Kristen invited me to a challenge group in May of 2013 after I had tried to run a half marathon to lose the baby weight of over 200 pounds, and I can tell you that didn't work. So she said, just come try it. If you hate it, it's nothing off your back. It's 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days. Well, 5 months later, I had lost 75 pounds, and I had found myself. I enjoyed eating healthy foods. My son was healthier. My family was healthier. And she approached me about coaching. And I'll be honest, I'm a teacher. I don't know anything about health. I don't know anything about fitness and nutrition, obviously. I didn't get to 240 pounds on my own with all that knowledge. And I kept telling her no. And I said, how am I going to coach other people? I've barely, tipped the iceberg of being healthy for myself. And she reiterated what I really want you to listen to tonight is I coach because it holds me accountable first and foremost. When I have a bad day, I still have people to plug into that tell me it's okay that I had chocolate cake for my birthday or 1 or 4 glasses of wine. And I think what I was most afraid of was who was going to listen to me. I wasn't done losing all of my weight by that point. I hadn't finished anything crazy like P90X, and I was afraid to put it on social media. But what I did know is people started asking what I was doing. You're happier, you're healthier, you look great, you're comfortable in your skin. What are you doing that's different? And I just started sharing what I was doing, and people wanted to join these groups. It wasn't anything out of the norm for me, because by that point, I was checking into challenge groups every day. It was my lifeline to staying healthy. So I started coaching in September, so May, June, July, August, 5 months later, after my first challenge group. And when I say I started coaching because Shakeology was $20 cheaper. And I had also decided to quit teaching by that point. We moved states. I couldn't handle not being around my son. I was leaving before he was awake in the morning, and I was getting home from rehearsals before or after he went to bed. And as a mom, I just couldn't do it anymore. So we made the drastic decision to move states, and we moved in with my parents in Oklahoma. My husband is the breadwinner of our family, and I got to stay home with Cohen. The issue was, first of all, money was really tight since we had lost my income. And really, same thing that Kristen touched on, if we have moms on the call or if you guys are listening, there comes a point where what are you besides a mom? And I was missing that adult interaction, and I was missing that social interaction being at home with a not even 1-year-old at that point. So I started coaching for the discount, and then as people started being interested in these challenge groups, I realized that the relationships I was forming in the challenge groups really kind of kept me going. They were helping me, and I was helping them. And I would get these messages like, Nicole, I'm in the dressing room, and I can fit into a size 10, and I haven't fit into a size 10 in 4 years. Or like just today, I have a challenger who's 18 pounds away from losing 100 pounds, 100 pounds. And there is no amount of $20 here or accountability on my part that getting those messages as a teacher, I'm still getting to teach. I'm just teaching in a different way. So anyway, I started coaching in September, and it rolled into, okay, this is really working. It's working for me. I hit my goal. I don't know if you can see on the screen down there. I hit my goal in October, and my income was growing, and we were still living with my parents. And I told my husband, I said, okay, this business is starting to really bloom a little bit more than I anticipated it blooming. What if we make it a goal that I work as a Beachbody coach to pay for us to move out? So that became kind of my driving force to coach, was if I can make enough to cover a mortgage, we're going to buy a house. Well, not even 6 months after that, in April, I hit my goal, and we bought our house. It's 7 houses down from my parents, and we are living in it now. But every 6 months or so, it's amazing to me. Just like Kristen said, Dream Big our coaching teams have grown in the last 3 years. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm a mom first and a wife, and we go to church, and we have a busy schedule, and I'm still able to fit time in for me to be accountable to these challenge groups and make a little bit of income for our family and to support where we want to go for our dreams and goals. So I'm this close to replacing my Texas teaching income. So hopefully that will happen in the next couple of months. But I think overall, coaching has changed my mindset from simply being something that I did for the $20 discount to this has really become something awesome. It's fun to check in with my challengers every day. It's fun that Kristen and I get to coach teams together. And obviously, it's changed my life. So now that you know a little bit about us, I think the next slide, we're going to try and really briefly cover who it is basically that gives us all these tools, because I can't coach on my own. So Kristen, you want to take that one?
This was something I had no clue. Like I said, when I was first approached about coaching, I had never even heard of Beachbody. I'd heard of P90X. I'd heard of Insanity, never done them. They looked intimidating, but Beachbody is a company that puts out the programs that you see here, plus many, many more. And they're always coming out with new stuff, which is really, really exciting. But they started out as an infomercial type company by a guy named Carl Deichler and John Murphy. And they really wanted to be able to help people be supported through these programs. They didn't want to just put them on the shelves at Walmart or Target and just hope that people do them. They really wanted to invest in people and make a difference. And so that's where the coaching network began, is they started reaching out to people who were doing P90X. They'd gotten great results from purchasing it off of the infomercial. They reached out to them, got them started as coaches, and they started sharing what they were doing and encouraging and motivating other people. And so really that is what our job is as a coach, is just helping people get results by encouraging them and motivating them and checking in with them and just holding them accountable for what they're doing. So through Beachbody, the people can purchase programs through you as their coach. And the coaches basically help find the right program for each person according to what their goals are and their current fitness level and what they enjoy doing. So we help match them with a program. And again, like I hadn't done none of these programs when I first started. So don't worry if you don't know anything about them. That's something that we'll help teach you about. And then we have the support of our team. So when you're talking with somebody and you don't know what to recommend, then we help guide you with that. So don't worry about that part. But it's really, really cool to be able to work for a company that really does care about people and that they are here for the right reasons. And even the whole concept behind Beachbody, they're motto is to help people live healthier and more fulfilling lives. So it's not even just about the fitness. I mean, we are working on the inside as well, helping people transform from the inside out, which is really, really cool to see. And Nicole, can you explain a little bit about what exactly a coach is?
Yeah. I'll try to define that for you. So we put some bullet points over there on your screen on the left. It's hard to define exactly what we do, but I'm going to approach this from the fear perspective, because again, when Kristen approached me to coach, I was a musician. I have no background in fitness. To say that I had a six-pack, I've never, honestly, at this point, I'm 32 tomorrow, I've never had a six-pack. Maybe at some point I'll have one, but I am not the slide you just saw. That is not what I look like. And especially when I first started coaching. And I think the key is when you are a coach, you are there to motivate people and to live your life next to them and grow with them or shrink depending on what their goals are with them. I think the biggest fear I had when someone said, well, Kristen said, do you want to coach? I'm like, I don't have a six-pack. I don't know how many calories I'm supposed to be eating a day. I'd rather have Snickers and chocolate than carrots and hummus. How am I going to coach other people? And again, like I told you in the beginning, as the challenge groups grew and as my challengers started following me, I was held more accountable and I learned more. I had no clue what I was doing at the beginning, but you know who did? Kristen and my other team of coaches, and some of the challengers that had been in there longer than I had been. And that is the beauty of getting to be a coach, is that you don't have to know it all right away. I had no idea what Insanity was. I knew what P90X was. And I had known the program that I had done to lose my weight, but I didn't know what to recommend to somebody. But there were people that would help me along, and I would message Kristen and say, hey, this mom really wants to lose the last 5 pounds. What do I do? And she would help. So I think when you are not perfect, it makes you more relatable. I have a hard time relating to somebody whose cheat meal is fruit. I don't relate well to that. And I think when I share my story on social media or in my challenge groups, the people that follow with us and grow in this with us relate to wanting the freaking cheese fries on Friday night, or that it's really hard to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning before my 2-year-old gets up to get my workout in. I think the more perfect you think you have to be, the less relatable you are. And I think some of our most successful coaches have started at the beginning of their journey, because they can say, hey, I'm doing this whether you want to do it with me or not. I'm going this direction. Do you want to come with me? And you lose 2 pounds, I lose 2 pounds. You get your 3 workouts in this week, I'll do my 3 workouts in this week. So the last thing a coach does is being a product of the product. And if you have already purchased a challenge pack or been in a challenge group, you already know kind of the impact that this company can have on your life. It's a small percentage of your day. I think 2% or 4% of the fitness of your time. You get a workout in every day, you drink your Shakeology every day, and you try every day to be better. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's not about having this perfect body and being ripped and being able to put on a bikini in the summer. It's about being healthy and leading other people to put some of their vices away. Put down the cheese fries, that kind of thing. So I think that's what I do as a coach. I get to inspire people. So what do they do? Kristen's going to cover that a little bit, but if you're in a challenge group, you sort of already know this.
Yeah. But if you're like me, I had never done a challenge group when I first started as a coach. So I was kind of learning by doing. So if you've never done a challenge, don't worry. But what we do in our challenge groups and what a coach does in there is we're posting tips, and again, like, we have all this stuff available to you as a coach through our team. It's not like you have to come up with everything on your own either. So don't worry about that. But we do pair people up with their fitness program. We talked about that. I post little tips of the day, like maybe a recipe or a motivational tip. They're taking their measurements and their before photos and after photos and tracking their progress in our group. And every day they're just checking in each day and encouraging each other. And again, we give you the challenge group guides, so you don't have to come up with all this stuff, but it really is putting together fitness plus support plus nutrition to help them find success. We're really putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, which is like one of the big reasons why I believed in what we are doing as fitness coaches with Beachbody, that it's not just about a shake or, not just about a fitness program. We really are working on all the pieces, giving them the proper nutrition, and giving them that support piece. Because I don't know, you guys, how many people, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this or been there, have maybe even have a fitness program at home, but maybe didn't finish it because you didn't have the support and the accountability to go along with that. So that's what I love about our challenge group. So this is just kind of a little picture of what it looks like in our groups. We post our Flex Friday pictures. That's really fun to do. Give shout outs, and people are sharing their excitement about their results. So, and that is exactly what we do as coaches, is that we are just sharing our story along the way. It's not about selling, and we just provide encouragement to our challengers and other people. Let them know that, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. You can do it as well. And that's really what makes a great coach. If it feels like selling, you aren't doing it right. It's really sharing what's working for me and passing that on to other people and asking them to join in with me, and helping them live a healthier lifestyle as well. So, Nicole's going to talk about how we make money doing this now, because I know that's like a major question. It's like, okay, great. All this sounds really fun and exciting. We're getting to help other people, but how do you earn an income through running challenge groups?
Okay, so just like you see on screen, I'm not going to read to you because we're all adults here and can read, but you earn a commission from the tools that we use. I'm not saying you're earning a commission from things that you sell, because everybody starts their fitness journey at a different point. And as a coach, your job is to make sure that that challenge pack or that fitness program or that brand of Shakeology or flavor of Shakeology is what that person needs. So I encourage you to stop thinking of it as you make 25% of your sales, because really, if I can help 3 people a month, which is what Kristen and I have done really consistently over time, that is where your income comes from. So how do you really make money off of this? Well, with my coaches, and I think Kristen would say the same, our goal is to make sure that you get your costs covered first. What that typically means is that you need 3 people to join with you in a challenge group. That covers your costs as a coach, which is $16 to cover your website fee, and your Shakeology. Usually, Shakeology for a coach is under $100. So if you can get 3 people to cover that, anything you make on top of that is gravy. So we would just make a plan depending on what you wanted to do. When I first started coaching, I just wanted to do the discount. So I didn't so much worry about what commission I was going to make off my challengers. I just wanted to make sure that I could still drink my Shakeology and fit it in our Dave Ramsey budget. So as you grow as a coach and you grow your team, we start to do these things called cycling and team bonuses. It's really confusing, and I'm not going to go into the details here, but you need to know this, that it's not just 25% commission on the tools. Once you start growing a team, we get these things called team bonus and volume. And as your volume grows, your income will grow. And that is really where the magic of this happens, just like any other multi-level marketing company, is as you help more people. I'm not talking about selling challenge packs or selling more Shakeology, but as you help more people, you are rewarded for your time and efforts as a coach through finances. So it took me a while at the beginning to figure out where all the income was coming from. And I think whoever invited you to this call, if you've got questions about the specifics, please send them a message, or I would be happy to explain it to you. But basically, we're going to focus on the commission first and getting your costs covered. And then as you grow as a coach, we're really going to look at making some goals for income. Just like I told Kristen, hey, I need to make this income to move out of my parents' house. What do I need to do to make that amount of money? And then let me just backtrack really fast about, I don't coach 30,000 people. I don't have a team that is, from California to New York. We're talking about touching individual lives every month. We don't do anything crazy. I don't spend 4 or 5 hours working on this business. I fit it in before Cohen gets up and an hour during his nap, and that's it. And I'm still able to support our family and pay our mortgage every month. So the last thing I just wanted to touch on about the commission base is I think all of us know the people in the grocery stores or at church or in our work offices that come in and we want to go the other way because they're going to sell us on something. Whatever it happens to be, whatever product they're trying to sell, whatever sale they have that month. And when I was asking questions about coaching at the beginning, I was really concerned about being the person that would walk into the building and people would turn the other way. Oh, here comes that crazy Nicole girl. She's going to try and get me to drink this shake every day. That is not what I wanted. And so I work really hard, and we work really hard as a team to make sure that we're sharing our stories. I share it on Facebook. I share it through testimonies at church. I share it when people ask how I was able to lose 75 pounds, whatever that ends up being. And then as their coach or as their motivator, we figure out what's right for them, not what's on sale. Not what my goals are income-wise. Not that I need to fill a challenge group, but really based, on what they need. So I just think you just need to remember, if your heart is in the right place and people see that you're genuine about what you're about, people will come to you. And when they feel that ickiness, like, oh, Shakeology's on sale. Do you want some Shakeology this month? Well, if it feels icky, you're not going to do it right. And that's what us as your upline coaches are here to help, is to make sure that it doesn't ever feel icky. It really doesn't. I get to help people and get these messages about people losing weight and, hey, you look great, 9 months pregnant. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, okay. That kind of thing. We just, it's not about sales. It's about helping people. So there are some other things we get to do too as coaches that are fun. Yeah, I wish I could be there right now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure. Me too. So, this is the other cool thing, that as a coach, we get rewarded through Beachbody for helping people. So when you reach something called Success Club every month, which I won't get into the details of what that is, but basically if you're helping 3 people a month, you're going to reach what they call your Success Club goal. That's it, 3 people a month. And that's how we can earn things like free trips. And I went on a cruise, all expense paid cruise last year with my family. That was my first trip. And I'll tell you, when I first became a coach and I saw coaches going to Disney World, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to do that. It looked really, really fun, but I thought I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But after I started looking into it and I started seeing people sign up for the cruise, I realized, oh my gosh, I could totally do this. It's really not a difficult thing to earn these trips. You just have to work towards helping your 3 people a month, and you're going to pay for the trip. So it's not like a far-fetched, super hard thing to earn. We just reach our goal every month as a coach. And then this year I got to go to Cancun, an all-inclusive paid resort. And then next year I'm going on another cruise and I get to take my entire family, which is really, really cool. Some people just like to go by themselves or take their spouse. We're the crazy people that like to take our kids with us, but we like doing that. And it's really, really fun that Beachbody is family friendly and that they support us in being able to do that. So anyway, the other thing we're going to talk about is, what can you expect from our team? Because I know you're probably thinking, all right, great. Like, this all sounds really cool, but I have no idea how I would even get started. Am I going to be supported doing this, or am I signing up and I'm left to just figure it out all on my own? And luckily, you guys, I have come before you, and so has Nicole. We have failed our way forward millions of times, so we know what works and what doesn't work. And we have training already together for you guys that we work you through to support you. So what happens is, when you sign up as a coach, we work you through some new coach training, and then we work you through a new coach training Facebook group where we're in there teaching you some things every single day and encouraging you and just being there to support you. We have a team Facebook page, and again, coaches plug in there and encourage each other, both on their fitness journeys. It's not even just about the business side, but on their fitness journeys, and they're posting, ways that they can help their challenger if they're needing support there. We do a weekly team call where we, go over some kind of topic or some kind of motivation to help you guys. And we run a team challenge group every month. So it's not like you have to start the challenge group all on your own. All the coaches on our team tend to team up with other coaches so that they share that responsibility, so you're not doing it alone. But when you run your first challenge group, you're kind of more of an apprentice. You don't have to take on like a full coaching role yet. Just be a fly on the wall and enjoy the challenge group. You can invite your challengers to be in there with you, and you're supporting your challengers by commenting on their posts and private messaging them and checking in with them. But the other coaches, more seasoned coaches on the team, can take more of the responsibility of the posting. And then the next month, if you decide that you want to branch off and do your own challenge group or join up with another coach, you can, or you can jump back in with your sponsoring coach again. So it's really up to you, and you can work this business at whatever pace you decide is right for you. Because people really become coaches for all different reasons, whether it's accountability, it's to save some money on their own Shakeology, to just be a part of something bigger, or to grow an income. So it's really just up to you and what you want it to be. So here's the thing. I know many people are scared and nervous to get started, and I want you guys to know that I was too. And there is absolutely no pressure. When you come into this, don't think that you have to come in and make a ton of sales or anything like that. There's no requirement or minimum either, and we'll talk about that more, that you have to do as a coach. But just allow yourself to soak up the challenge group, enjoy being a part of it, and learn from the other coaches on this team. Plug into our team trainings, plug into the weekly webinars for support, and you guys are going to just be amazed at how much you grow and how much you gain from just listening and learning from other coaches on this team. Bottom line is, we don't want to overwhelm you, and we definitely don't want you to quit. So we are here to support you. And no matter what pace you decide that you're going to go and build your business, you will get there. You just have to remember to take it one day at a time and know that you have all the support and all the tools that you need to be successful. And so I know another common question is okay, well, how do we get started? How much does this cost?
Okay, so I'll cover that because I think I'm the numbers girl.
Yeah, that's definitely more than
that's my role. So
let's
just be honest. If there was a lot to invest in coaching at the beginning, there's no way I could have done it. I had just quit my job and we had moved in with my parents. So if you have already purchased a challenge pack, so you've already been in a challenge and you have a workout and your Shakeology, your coach enrollment is waived. That's that $40 fee. So really all you have to do is go to our website, click on I want to be a coach, and they waive that fee. If you have not gotten a challenge pack, well, when you sign up to be a coach, they waive that fee and you get your workout, T25, and your Shakeology. Beachbody, I think my favorite thing about Beachbody is, again, it is not about the product. It's making sure that you are living a healthy, fulfilling life. And I know that I have friends that do other businesses that their buy-in is this huge, they have to buy all this product and store this product. We have to come up with a lot of money up front. And I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to stock anything. All of my challengers go through a website and order. I didn't have to pay to become a coach. The only cost is, and you'll see on the bottom left, that there is a monthly fee of $16 a month, and that covers the website. Well, why do I need to cover the website? Because I'm telling you, you do not want to stock Shakeology in your house. You do not want to stock the 19 different fitness programs we have for that new mom who wants to join your challenge group, or your aging father who needs P90. So that $16 fee covers, Beachbody takes care of all of that. They take care of returns. They take care of all of it. You don't have to worry about any of it. What is your cost continuing if you just do Shakeology? If you don't do a fitness program, it's $40 to join as a coach, or vice versa. If you decide just to do PiYo and no Shakeology, you'll pay that $40 fee to sign up to coach. If you're a military spouse or military person, this is new this year that they are, and veteran, that Beachbody is waiving your fee completely. So for those of you on the call tonight, if you are serving our country in whatever fashion, as the wife that stays home or the wife that's overseas, or have already served, you do not have to pay those fees. So again, going back to, I think the belief of our company is, if this is going to make you healthier, they're trying everything they can in your power to make sure this is accessible to you from a budget perspective, which I know that I surely appreciate being a stay-at-home mom. So after you sign up to be a coach, your upline, whether that's me or Kristen or whoever invited you to the call, will get you added to our team pages. We have training. We have as much or as little as you want to do at the beginning. There is no sales requirement. There is no minimum amount of challengers you have to get. Lots of my coaches sign up at the beginning simply for the discount. They have fallen in love with the challenge groups and want their Shakeology, and that's okay. We don't kick them off the team because they haven't met a sales requirement, which I know is some people's concerns. The other people, hey, I want to see that I can pay off my mortgage, or I want to send my kid to swimming lessons next summer and not have to worry about the budget, or whatever that ends up being for them. Those people, we set goals too, that, hey, we just need to reach out and help a little bit more people. Well, how do I do that? Well, we've done that. We've failed forward. We've done it. We can help you sending out invites. We can help you to make sure that they're in the right program and that they're set up correctly in our challenge groups. So rely on your team. That's the best part about this, is that you're not at your own for your health and fitness journey, and you certainly aren't on your own in your coaching journey. So that is the cost for signing up to coach. And I think Kristen's going to close us out with some of our team stuff.
I'm trying to exit the full screen mode here. There we go. So you guys, I just want to encourage you all, if you're on here and considering the coaching opportunity, don't wait, like I did. I waited a while. And that's my only regret, was that I waited before I signed up. But, if you're working on your own fitness journey, especially, people are going to start seeing results. They're going to start seeing change in you. And so they're going to end up buying it anyway from another coach. So don't miss that opportunity to be the one that they're going to reach out to, or that you can reach out to and help change their life. For me, I was scared at first when I first started, but I did have this vision, and my belief grew, and I knew that I could do something bigger than myself. And I really just wanted to be a part of something bigger and have a community of people to support me. And Beachbody gave me that. And I began to ask myself, why not me? If I see these other coaches out there, they're, just like me. If they can do it, I can do it too. So every single day I just plugged in and I just shared what I was doing, shared healthy recipe tips that I had and my workouts, and just tried to be an encourager to the people around me. And, so many people in life these days don't have that. And if you scroll Facebook, a lot of times you're going to see a lot of negativity. And our job as coaches is to provide the positivity in people's lives and add value. And I'm so incredibly grateful for this blessing and for the team that I've been able to grow, and the way that we encourage each other as coaches. And it really is not about selling. This is not a selling business. This is really about helping other people and changing lives. And I love that I get to wake up every day and be proud of what I do when my feet hit the floor in the morning, and know that I can work in my PJs if I want to, or sit in my workout clothes all day long, which I very often do. And nobody can tell me I have to go, shower and get ready for the day. I get to set my own hours, and I can take off and go to the zoo when I want to, vacations like we talked about, whenever I want to. I get to set my own hours for my business, and I can choose how I want to live my life. And so can you. So if you're listening to this, know that you have the freedom to change where you are right now. You have the freedom to go out and change your life and be the CEO of your own business and be your own boss. So if you're willing to say, I'm going to put in some time and, be consistent with it over the next year or two, then I promise you will not regret it, you guys. So we are very grateful that you all were on here tonight. Again, if somebody invited you to listen to this, they invited you for a reason. That is a compliment, because they see something in you that's great. So anybody have any questions for us tonight before we log off? There is a chat option if you guys are new to Zoom, because I've never done anything like this before. If you have a question, you're welcome to type it over here on the side. So anyway, well, if you don't have any questions, thank you all for being on tonight again, and I look forward to seeing you on our team page. Have a good night.